And when you can get the utility, oh yes, hold on a second. A little bit of a dive forward, hold on.
The party push, but we see SCSE getting very low. Multi-shot going out from Vala. One more hit will seal the deal, but the heals aren't going to be there in time. Oh my goodness, Malfurion just barely keeping Murden alive from that Envenom.
So to that extent, hold on a moment. Zuna taking a lot of damage.
The roots are there, and Zuna's just going to use a fault to try to get out of there. Moonbird, not enough for the kill. Zuna just barely getting out of there with his life.
All of 5 HP maybe. This was meant to be for them to take the first dragon.
Dreadnought, no, he does end up going down. 2 kills in favor of Team DK right now. They're sitting in the great spot. Simply 1 kill. Zuna did get away earlier.
Especially as we reach that level 10, it's got to be all about this AoE damage focus. There's probably going to be Phoenix. That wailing arrow. Yes, another stun being thrown down. Have to be careful. He's getting isolated.
Bless Shield, there it goes. Bless Shield goes down. The Blizzard raining down, and Arthlon gets blown up, but the Strafe is doing massive damage. But all the while, we see the massive tranquility on the side of Jaehoon, just keeping that team topped off, and now Dreadnought is a bit of a risky spot, but a huge wailing arrow goes out, silencing two members. Dwarf Toss not quite enough for him to get out of there, and the Roots are buying so much time. Dreadnought gets pulled back on in. He is in a terrible spot. He does go down.
Wow, I really thought Tempo Storm was going to be able to turn that around, especially with the potential for exactly that. The Entomb not going to end up panning out, and the reasons that you would take Ice Block over Icy Veins is where you're scared of really getting bursted down. That's not at all the name of the game for Tempo Storm's comp. I think it's a very smart pick. Why not capitalize on the advantages you do have, and that is putting out a lot of damage for Jaina. A smart call.
With this much of an experience deficit will be tough, but we do see a nice Entomb going off, and the blow-up is there on Jaina this time. I bet she wished she had Ice Block.
Yeah, there's a good case for it.
The Orc will be able to get out of there, but the punt is there, and Arthlon won't be so lucky. Popping his shield, tapping the well. Oh, the heals do end up coming through. Straight from the backline, just trying to dissuade their approach. Noblesse should have Indestructible. Tranquility used as well. Living Bomb going off, hitting everything. That's a lot of damage, but Trank is just too much.
Yeah, 2-minute cooldown on that Indestructible. We see SCSE Legion. It does not have the Arcane Barrier. It is going to get taken out and out. Moving is going in, trying to even get some more pressure out of it. That is a full HP bar. Jaina underneath that. Soldier is going to back out, and he does get taken out. It's 2 heroes right now. Is this enough to finish the game?
I think it is. Just too much damage available for Team DK, not losing a single hero. It is a total of 19 kills to just the 5 of Tempo Storm, and game number 1 will very much go the way of Team DK as the core falls down to 50%. A bit more, and that will do it. Okay, Tempo Storm just barely winning the first portion. The halftime show has begun, and the Immortals will reset. So Tempo Storm have a slight lead, and they are currently soaking top and bottom with Brightwing and Zeratul. So they're going to have a small soak advantage, but they will likely end up losing up. No, it's very close. No, they actually win. So they soaked and won the first Immortal. Great stuff by Tempo Storm. For them, Sylvanas defending the Fallen Shaman in the top lane, but this means they are down a hero. Brightwing face shifting in, the shields are there for KO. KO trying to back on up, but Illidan's dive is just too much, especially with the damage of Crazy moving in the back. And now Dreadnought all alone, does not have Blink Heal quite yet, falls. 3 heroes could go down here. Zuna, incredibly low himself, does go down. A huge play for Team
Soldier
DK.
as well? Are they really going to be able to take this? They know exactly what they can get away with.
Wow, what looked like might be like a great strategic situation for Tempo Storm turns into just a devastating advantage. Oh, wow, that's big. I like the defensiveness of Tempo Storm. They're actually walking around, activating a lot of the mines when they're not in a bad situation. But Arthlon needs to get that wave out. That he does get away. Brightwing face shifting in, the shields are there just in time. You need to get that big polymorph, and yes, they get the start off onto Illidan. Illidan falls early. SCSE will end up falling as well. 2-0 in favor of Tempo Storm, and the Dwarf Toss looking for that Storm Bolt on that. Crazy moving. Can they do it? Do they have the response? No. Crazy moving gets so low from the Blizzard.
You know Zuna's going in for this. No, he actually backs out. He's learned some restraint since the Americas Champions.
That's good. Polymorph goes off. Dwarf Toss in, and that is another kill for Tempo Storm.
If they can just throw a VP in the back line, that can go a long way to isolate Illidan.
Zuna did a lot of damage to Crazy moving. Still has Void Prison available. Divine Shield used early in the battle to keep Illidan good and safe as he dashes forward. The shield's there for KO, and Metamorphosis is used, but Illidan falls in an instant. Tempo Storm looking to press the issue. They've got Jaehoon, who will end up falling here. The Polymorph has been used in Haunting Wave, not going forward. They're going to find themselves an Abathur clone to blow up. 2-0 for Tempo.
No, trying to set up maybe perhaps for a bit of a flank.
A lot of damage going off. onto Illidan. You have to use Divine Shield and Metamorphosis in an instant, but that is not how you want to initiate. We see Reverberation having a huge impact. The Dwarf toss forward, feeling aggressive. Stormbolt connects, and Illidan goes down. VP locking down Uther so they can burn out the rest of the team. Tempo Storm is sitting in a great spot here, and we see that Uther will fall very quickly.
They're taking what they can get. This should really signal the backing up. There's no way they're going to be able to take out Chen at this point, but they're left with Vala, Abathur, and the remnants of Chen at this point. They should be able to get themselves another Immortal. Divine Shield almost immediately, but the response was so quick, and it still wasn't enough.
Oh my goodness, Abathur stuck around a little bit too long and falls here. Another uncharacteristic mistake, losing an Abathur, and in turn, they're going to end up losing this bottom keep. Tempo Storm with the plays.
Yeah, they can back out at this point and almost guarantee themselves 2 keeps. That's going to put a lot of pressure catapult-wise moving forward.
I'm so surprised at how long that Fallen Shaman managed to stay alive in this game. I mean, it really just pushed down the entire lane itself. Noblesse in the front line looking to do stuff. Abathur almost back alive. The Hat will see engaged, or the Heroic. We do see Illidan does end up falling. The Panda Pals falling apart. Chen gonna end up getting stunned here. VP locking down the rest of the team. The Polymorph goes off. Haunting Wave over the wall, and Tempo Storm, I think they have done it. We're going to a game number 3, Kubi.
Wow, very impressive play from Tempo Storm. If there was any question that they have shown up for BlizzCon 2015, I think that is out of the water. They just said, you want these picks? You really want to take Abathur Illidan together? We will show you why that is not the dominant, not the strong strategy. Really well done. I cannot wait to see what we have coming for us in Game 3.
I once knew a team called Symbiote Gaming. Okay, a massive rotation, Brightwing phase shifting in, and the Polymorph gonna go off on Jehu, and early kill on Uther. SCSC will fall as well. Poly was saved for that, and beautiful play here, getting 2 for nothing in favor of Tempo Storm, sitting on a 1-level lead at the 2-minute marker. Hello?
Yeah, Brightwing being able to phase shift into that.
And there is the phase shift going in. Noblesse is the target. Polymorph not gonna be in range, and Dwarf Toss go off. We do see the Wraith Walk there from Soldier, getting Leoric out of that situation. They need to be careful here. Ooh. If they get collapsed upon, this could be devastating.
Yes, the rotation of Brightwing maybe not going to be available for this. Dread, the positioning is just so bad for Tempo Storm.
A KO does get blown up early in this battle, and it looks like we're going to have another takedown. Very soon, Wraithwalk gets Leoric out, but Zeratul not so lucky. This boss is getting so much value done. Oh. The beautiful Wailing Arrow goes down. The Polymorph follow-up, and the Blizzard gets the takedown. Beautifully done here by Tempo Storm, but no, Sylvanas will end up falling herself. 1 for 1 in this fight so far. And Zuna, does he have Blink? Yes, he will be able to slip away.
Right. A situation you need to back out immediately. If Uther is that first target, the sustain.
Okay, level 16 talents for both teams have been picked up. We see that stun going off, but a beautiful Entomb just connecting on Arthas. Not really the target you want, actually just shielding through all the damage. And now KO in a bad spot trades out Uther, the best you could ever ask for.
Okay, I like this. They really should just back out considering the VP. They have a great chance to just trade this.
Okay, but Raiders did a fair amount of damage in this fight. Zuna gets Dwarf Tossed upon, does not have the sustain to get through this. No, the shields come out. Brightwing phase shifting on over. Soldier has to Wraith walk away. Arthlon coming from the backside, so all 4 members of Tempo are getting into position, and they don't have a support here, so if Sniper's not careful, the damage could be critical. Trading out 1 for 1 in this fight. 2 down on each side right now. Arthlon is quite low, just trying to get away with the quickening, but the Stormbolt connects and does go down. 4 members of Tempo have fallen, and DK takes a decisive team fight.
I think the next fight could really go a long way. We have the Spectral Leech, and when we have 2 warriors, it's a smart play. Soldier going in.
He's looking for the kill. Noblesse, not the target they really want, but they're forcing them to really separate. We see Avatar used early in the battle. Noblesse getting blown up. Void Prison stalling out Uther's heals, and Noblesse Dwarf Toss out at the last possible moment. A Wraith Walk going forward. Zuna blinks in super low himself. The heal come through, but not quite enough. 1 for 1. Huge Entomb locking out. Ice Block used for Jaina. They're splitting up. Beautiful shields there from SCSC. We see the army of that is really keeping alive, and the Death Coil takes out Jaina. This is so back and forth. 2 for 1 in favor of Team DK, but SCSC will fall 2 for 2, 3 for 2. DK is managing to get the lead. Arthlon trying to juke into this top lane.
Okay, Arthlon is over that wall.
Oh my gosh.
Trade. Wow, look at this. Soldier looking to try to get that damage on. A great heal at the last moment. Yes, it's able to stun him on. Great bolt of the storm over the wall. So hard to get map control back when you have these situations where one hero is always down.
Starting the boss, and DK already suspects thinks this might be the case. Tempostorm is now in such a bad spot. Brightwing getting blown up. Dreadnought does manage to blink heal away. Needs to use the next cooldown. Goes off in, but the polymorph isn't enough. Dread is so very low. I don't even know if phase shift is available. Trying to use it. No, Brightwing does end up falling. This could be lights out for Tempostorm because DK are sitting up 5-3 with 2 keeps down already.
This means something that Tempostorm has to respond to. They can rotate then back up to the top.
Zeratul will not be here in the heartbeat that Brightwing could have. Void Prism would be great, but they're getting cheeky. They're getting on the point. Blizzard crashing down on 3 targets. Is this too risky? Soldier ends up going down. Dwarf toss forward. Sylvanas has to blink. Jaina getting incredibly low. KO gets blown up as well. Zunik doesn't have enough damage. Damage going out. Void Prism not quite enough. Dodges the Howling Blast, but he is one of 2 members remaining on Tempest from Sylvanas actually in the enemy's team's base. I think that is it, Kubi.
I think it was a last-ditch effort from Tempostorm. Excellently defended from DK. They're able to take the boss and really show why you guys should be believing in them as the strongest team representing here at BlizzCon, taking a very close and strong series over Tempostorm.
I mean, yeah, Tempostorm, they put up an excellent fight ahead for a good portion of that game.
The number one thing that she has going for her is her forgiving feature. She has got mobility whenever she takes damage, which allows her to escape